Welcome to EC Motor Reviews channel. Aprilia Tuono 660 Factory, 2022 on review. At a smidge off 99 brake horsepower, it's no super naked powerhouse, and its chassis and electronics hardly reinvent the wheel. However, tipping the scales at a claimed 181 kilograms wet and suspended by quality fully adjustable KYB forks and a Sachs monoshock, it slices from one corner to the next like scissors through wrapping paper. It won't rip your arms off like its V4 Tuono older siblings, but it's playful and predictable, making it a thoroughly enjoyable road bike from the off. Anyone that thinks you need a billion horses and the latest semi-active doodads to have a brilliant time on the road needs to ride a 660 Factory. Building on the already capable base spec 9,700 pounds Tuono 660, the Factory also gets an IMU as standard for lean-sensitive electronics, plus a claimed 2 kilograms reduction in weight, and a smidge under 5 extra horsepowers, taking it out of the realms of an 8.2 license holder and closer to more powerful rivals like the Yamaha MT-09. Tipping in with the slightest press of the wide upright bars, the superb Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsa 2 tires heat quickly to provide wonderful front-end feel at speed, and there's never any intrusion from the lean-sensitive ABS. Although you're unlikely to notice the extra power over the standard bike, the parallel twin engine provides enough poke to live up to its factory badges, without feeling overwhelming on the public roads. Out go the standard Tuono 660's rebound and preload adjustable suspension components, and in comes a pair of fully adjustable 41mm KYB forks and a Sachs rear shock. Not only more adjustable than the base bike, the new kit works brilliantly with the Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsa 2 tires, providing a composed ride that allows you to fully exploit its twin-cylinder engine without tying yourself in knots. There's no aggressive head shaking through the bars or squatting at the rear under acceleration, an issue sometimes found on its fully fair RS 660 sibling, giving you the confidence to push on after a handful of miles in the saddle. Granted, it can be a little crashy over serious dents in the tarmac, but to cater to those would be to the detriment of its sporting prowess. On top of the handling, Aprilia also say the Factory has been on a diet, dropping around 2 kilograms for a claimed curb weight of 181 kilograms, making it one of the lightest in class and helping to offset its lack of power when compared to the similarly priced 117 brake horsepower Yamaha MT-09 and 114 brake horsepower KTM 890 Duke. Without riding it back-to-back with the standard Tuono, I'd be lying if I said I could tell the weight difference, but it does feel incredibly nimble between your legs, flicking from left to right almost telepathically as you push against the wide upright bars. It's also a doddle to move around and easy to hold on one foot, making it more accessible to a wider range or riders. The Factory gets a claimed extra 4.9 brake horsepower, taking it a step closer to rivals like the 9,400-pound Yamaha MT-09 and taking it out of the realms of 8.2 license compliance. Much like the weight saving, it's difficult to say just how much effect the boost has had, but in isolation it shines as a tractable unit that encourages you to chase the revs far into the red. It really is a cracking motor that remains engaging well past the honeymoon stage, something I can vouch for after spending 2021 with an RS 660 in the garage, which shares the same base unit. Although torque remains the same, the Factory drops of tooth on the front sprocket for more urgency, yowling back at you like a wannabe V4 as wind the throttle to the stop for maximum road-going thrills, without fear of losing your license. Being a new bike, it's hard to predict quite how the Aprilia Tuono 660 Factory will fare long-term. However, having lived with an RS 660 for a year, I am confident in saying it will stand the test of time. After all, the Factory shares much of the same components as the RS, and all I had to do all year with that was adjust the chain twice. That said, it did suffer with thin paint around the matte petrol tank. The Tuono is gloss, and sprang a tiny oil weep at around 6,000 miles that was easily rectified back at Aprilia HQ. What's more, owners' reviews of the standard 660 score the bike an average 4.3 out of 5 stars for reliability and build quality, scoring the bike down for some finishes and fasteners.